Trigger warning. Contains violence.
Strangulation that doesn't result in death is often referred to as the last warning shot before murder. Research proves that if a woman is strangled even one time, the chances of homicide following increase by 750%. I survived those odds. Some years ago, around 2004, I was definitely old enough to drink, been drinking since about 15 years old. I decided to go to a club. The guy I was dating was into the streets, that street life. He was always in the club. So I wanted to know what was so captivating, what was in those clubs, and why he was always in the club. So I had to find out for myself. Me naturally being a homebody, I felt a little out of my element, but I ended up having a good time. About an hour after arriving at the club, my boyfriend shows up, drags me by my shirt out of the club, and tells me I better go home. And tells me how long I have before I have to be there. Embarrassed, I leave immediately. I don't say goodbye to my friends. I just leave. After taking the long way home, avoiding what I knew was coming, I finally decided just to go home. I was tired. I was a little tipsy. I was sweaty. I just wanted to go home and hopefully not be met with much violence. I entered my apartment. It was completely black, which I never have done. I always leave a light on. From that moment, I was scared. I turn on the light. I go to the bathroom. And my boyfriend is standing there, yelling, calling me out my name, calling me a slut, calling me a hoe, saying how embarrassing I am. I was none of those things. He begins to accuse me of giving my number out, and he starts to choke me. I remember thinking, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I'm going to die. I remember my throat, my neck hurting so bad, me just trying to gulp and gasp for air. And he finally let go. The argument continued. Well, he continued. I stood there and I took it. As he continued, he asked me to state my phone number out loud so he can hear the number that I gave to all the men in the club that night. I said I didn't give out my number. He called me a liar and smacked me. Thinking that I would make the beating go away faster, I told him I gave my number out. I said, okay, I did it. He pulls out a gun. He pulls out a gun, puts it in my mouth, and said, bitch, I'll kill you. At this point, his eyes turned completely black. And I saw the demon that would often follow him when he abused me. At that moment, I knew I was going to die. The phone rang. It just so happened it was Saturday night, on and popping, about 1 to 2 a.m. It was time for him to re-up and get his dope. He left and my life was spared. If a man ever puts his hands around your throat and attempts to strangle or choke you, that is the number one indicator that he is capable of taking you out of here. It's him saying, I could do this at any moment. I have control over your life. If this has happened to you, please take this seriously. Injury, permanent brain damage can occur within minutes. There are many more who don't have the ending that I have. Strangulation and homicide can be done without any visible injury to the victim, which is why so many perpetrators get away with staging homicides to look like self-deletion. Even if you think you're going to have a good time and have some kinky sex, just remember what I said. A man during any time who can put his hands on you, who can put his hands around your neck, is capable of taking you out of here. Do not let a man trick you into thinking that choking you during sex is pleasurable. Pleasurable for who? Be aware. Get help now. Talk to someone. Create a plan for your safety. The fact that I'm here before you today talking about one of few stories where I thought I was going to die makes me so thankful and even more vigilant, even more passionate about my mission because I've lived it.